Good morning. Good Monday morning. It's the order of Monday morning. I'm going to try something here because I got a little something uh, I want to read to you in just a moment. Oh, today is National Teddy Bear Day, everyone. If you'll look around, you know that we have a bunch of stuffed animals around the house. The conditions of our lease here in this house forbids us to have a cat or so we're bereft of animal life except for what gathers around outside the wildlife. And Constance makes sure that they get fed and sang to. But so we have stuffed animals, and we've always had stuffed animals because it's kind of Constance's thing. But it's National Teddy Bear Day, and I put a couple pictures up on my Facebook page here this morning. Uh, we have an upstairs here, and we have the stairway that leads up is in two parts. It sort of makes an L. You go up a few steps, and there's like a landing area. And Constance has used that landing area as the teddy bears and the stuffed animal motel. Her grandfather made her a little stuffed chair, and I posted all these pictures. But we also have we're so desperate for pets, and that we uh, plus the fact that we believe that there is no such thing as an inanimate object. Uh, I often speak for the pets that put obscene phrases in their mind. But anyway, that being said, that's why I put Teddy Bear's Picnic up on my site today. Uh, but today's really about something else. I'm going to try something here because I wrote a song years ago called Fool's Paradise. Uh, and it's all built off the line, you'll never be happier than how you can make yourself right now. Okay, you'll never get happier than what you can make, than the happiness you can make for yourself right now. And so I wrote a song, got it on my Babylon 2 album, and it's really short, and I don't know if I'll be able to.
They say a happy man's a guy that has no clue what is really happening. Pollyanna naive, happy just to believe in a fool's paradise, far from reality's hell. Once I worried about each little thing, feared every nightmare life can bring. What good did worrying get me? I'm happy to be set free in a fool's paradise, far from reality's hell. It's your point of view. It's all up to you. You'll never be happier than you can make yourself right now. Yeah, the world is cruel and I'm just a fool, playing my songs and acting cool. I won't apologize. The pretty sun will rise, both on the fool's paradise and reality's hell. sun will rise, both on the fool's paradise and reality's hell. It's your point of view. It's all up to you. You'll never be happier than you can make yourself right now. When my life is through and I'm ready to meet that eternal rendezvous, there'll be no speculation. My final destination will be a fool's paradise in either heaven or hell. There'll be no speculation. My final destination will be a fool's paradise in either heaven or nah.
Okay, okay, that's my little ditty. Stop it, stop it, stop it. Okay. I wrote one of my publishers is the good folks at Llewellyn, and from time to time they have a magazine, like a newsletter type thing, and I've offered a couple blogs, or they've asked me to do a couple blogs, just a short little couple page essay kind of thing, and I'm always happy to do it. But I wrote one for them. It's called Who's to Say? And I wish I could tell you the date that they published it, but it's just called Who's to Say? I've been writing books and articles about magical and mystical things for over 35 years. I'm especially passionate about the Western Hermetic arts, in other words, Kabbalah, Tarot, Enochian magic, Goetia, and the initiatory programs of magical societies, such as the Golden Dawn, the AA, Ordo Templi Orientis, and Freemasonry. As a writer, I've been lucky in so much as I've had little difficulty finding quality publishers who continue to be very supportive of my works and infinitely patient with my shameful sloth and flakiness. In recent years, the medium for my work has spilled over into video and music, exposure which has inevitably brought me to the attention of radio and internet interviewers, who grill me on a regular basis with questions which spring from their very limited interest in and understanding of what magic is really about. The most common questions put to me by my sensation-seeking hosts, and some tell me about how Crowley ate babies, things like that. Most common questions put to me concerning magic powers, cursing people, influencing elections, and the juiciest of all subjects, winning the lottery. What can I answer? I've never cursed anyone. Well, once I did write an unkind song about George W. Bush. A lot of good it did. That's that, by the light of the Hecate moon, Goddess grant my boon, that George W. dies real soon. Well, I'm so glad he didn't die. He's turned into a rather harmless character now. But anyway, uh, my efforts, especially my vote, has seldom influenced an election. And every effort I've made to win the lottery by magical means or otherwise has patently failed. Does that mean my magic hasn't worked? Or my magic doesn't work? My answer sounds very unexciting, unromantic, and very unwizard-like. The only thing I can change with magic is myself. If it's truly my will to curse someone, then I'm going to have to magically change myself into the kind of person that successfully curses people. If it is truly my will to influence an election, then I'm going to have to magically change myself into the kind of person that successfully influences elections. If it is truly my will to win the lottery, then I need to go about changing myself to the kind of person who lottery wins happen to. Such answers like that don't make good radio. But it's the truth as I see it. I have absolutely no idea exactly how my magic has changed my life, because I have no idea what the circumstances of my life would now be had I not studied and practiced magic. Had I not gone through the process of willed self-evolution known as initiation. I confessed, and it is obvious, that I'm not rich and powerful. Don't even fantasize that writing occult books is ever going to pay the rent or health insurance. At least not nearly all of it. Constance and I live a life of what was diplomatically called in the old days genteel poverty. Perhaps if owning a house, let alone a huge house, if owning a house or driving a luxury car, or even one that's less than 35 years old, if all of that was the focus and goal of my magical aspirations for the last 35 years, I might now be a little more prosperous. But as foolish as it may sound, happiness has always been and remains my focus in life. And our emotional and spiritual lives are as rich as any two human beings could hope to dream. Who's to say, then, we're not wealthy? Who's to say the magic hasn't worked? Who's to say just how broken or destitute our condition could have been? How diseased, how depraved, how unhappy, how evil our lives might now be had we not worked the magic to attune our bodies and psyches to the universal consciousness of the cosmos. Who's to say what our lives and personalities would now be like had we not applied the techniques of magic to return balance to our excesses and our timidities? Had we not conquered and redirected our demons? Had we not voluntarily set out upon the spiritual adventure of willed self-evolution known as initiation? Few of us are regularly challenged on the radio to explain or defend our spiritual worldview to an unseen audience who may or may not be ridiculing every word we say. But each of us challenges ourselves far more ruthlessly each day concerning the wisdom of our chosen path. We ridicule ourselves every time we curse the circumstances of our finances, our social status, our love life, or the inadequate level of our spiritual illumination. Who's to say how terribly screwed up your life could be? I thought you'd say that. Okay then, get over it. Time to accept the reality that you have changed yourself into the kind of magician that wonderful things happen to, and that they're happening to you right now. And as the song says, you'll never be happier than you can make yourself right now. Isn't that a corny little pep talk for stuffed animal teddy bear day? I don't care. It's what I felt like doing today. Until tomorrow, continue to be good to yourself, be good to each other. Do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law. Love is the law. Love under will. Go change yourself into the kind of person that wonderful things happen to.